A very good afternoon to all of you. Unlike the other days, we are more than 10 minutes late today. Our esteemed speaker, Zinia Sen, she also had tried to join in, and then due to the technical fault, she was not able to join in. So right now she's here. I would request Ms. Zinia Sen to unmute herself and turn on her video. Hello, Zinia.
Hi, Shamali.
So I believe you can see the attendees. They are all joining in. By this time, we are generally full, but because of the technical error, many people had mailed me, called me, and we need to wait for
You are not audible.
Let us wait for 2-3 more minutes because many more attendees would join in. Because of the technical error, there was this delay.
No problem. Let's wait.
Right now, we have Oishiki, Anushka, Arunika, Imon, Prashant, Ritvik, Shongapriya, Sanjutta, many others who are joining in. Shoma ma'am is here, Shoma Dev, Solanki Ghosh, Shruti Ghosh. We shall begin with a brief introduction of Zinia. Before I go into a verbal introduction, I would want everybody to go through a very brief promo that I have been able to prepare. Her career spans over various sectors. She's the best person to discuss about it. But as of now, I have taken few illustrations and tied up as a promo for you all to watch. I'm also waiting for our director, Professor Mohammad Firoz. Once he joins in, we can very well begin. Okay. So with your permission, Zinia, may I play the promo?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. So let us have this here, since she is here more to talk about her film, Brahmajanem Gopal Kamoti. I would want you all to first see the trailer of the film, and then we shall see what it is about, why we have kept it in the theme called Content is King, how content is vital. Please let me know if it is audible. Zinia?
This is the trailer.
Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
No, the film, the trailer, is it audible?
No, it is not.
Okay. So these are the few checks that we need to do, because once the conversation starts, we would rather want it to go flawless.
Can we see the trailer once?
Yes, yes. I shall share it once again, and you please confirm if the audio is working.
দেবতা বিবাহে লাজ হোমে নম
লাজ হোমে বিনিয়োগঃ.
Was it audible, Zinia?
It's very much.
Okay, okay. So can we begin with the trailer of this film only, if you permit?
Again? Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We can take a quick trailer.
We have to play the trailer later. I'm just waiting for all the attendees to join in. That's why.
Okay, let's.
তা এমনি কি করা
Is your
করি
পুজো করো
নমঃ
লাজ হোমে বিনিয়োগः
তা এমনি কি করা হয়?
পুজো করি
পুজো করো হ্যাঁ, পুজো করো তাই তো আমাদের বাড়িতে দারুণ লাগবে তোমার
দেবতা বিবাহে লাজ হোমে নমঃ
লাজ হোমে বিনিয়োগः
দাঁড়াও, শুনলাম তোমার নাকি কন্যাদান হয়।
আসলে আমাদের বাড়িতে
আমার বাড়িতেই তোমাকে তোলা উচিত নয়, কারণ বিবাহই সম্পন্ন হয়নি। আর একটু দাঁড়িয়ে যা বাবা, 3 মিনিট 58 সেকেন্ড, তারপরে তো দ্বাদশীটা পড়বে।
পৌরোহিত্য একটা নিষ্ঠার কাজ। শরীরে মনে পবিত্র হয়ে তবে ঈশ্বরের সঙ্গে সংযোগ স্থাপন করা যায়, কিন্তু নারী দেহ কোনোদিনই সূচি নয়, আর তাই পৌরোহিত্যে নারীর কোনো অধিকার নেই।
মা শারদা মাসিক চলাকালীন নিজে ঠাকুরের জন্য রান্না করতেন, পুজো করতেন, আর সেটা শ্রীরামকৃষ্ণের অমতে নয়, তার ইচ্ছেতে।
অসুবিধাটা হচ্ছে সময়। শবরীমালা নিয়ে কি হচ্ছে দেখতে পাচ্ছ না?
শবরীমালায় যে কয়েকটা মেয়ে ঢুকতে পেরেছে তাতে কি খুব কিছু অন্যায় হয়ে গেছে না? মাথায় সিঁদুর, শাখা পলা, এই সমস্ত কিছুর সাথে কত মানুষের ভালোবাসা, আশা আকাঙ্ক্ষা জড়িয়ে আছে। সবটুকু ভাঙতে পারিনি, চাইও নি। আমি শুধু অসাম্যটুকুকে ভেঙে সাম্যটুকু করতে চেয়েছিলাম।
কলেজে ধুনো দিতে যাও নাকি? পুরোহিত গান বাজনা করে পুরোহিত বৌদি গো।
আর কি কি লুকিয়েছো আমার থেকে?
यदि तत् हृदयं तव तदस्तु हृदयं मम मम प्रतिक्ते हृदयं दधातु मम चित्तम् अनुचित्तं तेरस्तु।
যে জাতের মেয়েরা উচ্ছন্নে যায় সেই জাতের কিচ্ছু হয় না।
জাতির ভার বুঝে শুধু মুখ্য মেয়ে মানুষদের চুলে ঠাকুর মশাই।
So was it audible, Xenia?
yes, audible.
So,
Did everyone get to see it?
yeah, because we will not be able to hear them, the attendees. They can key in their comments in the chat box or in the Q&A box. Only the panelists, their video and their audio will be available to us. So I believe,
Okay.
yeah, yes, Sritama Paul, she confirms that it's audible. Great. So now let us begin with a more formal introduction of Xenia. Well, Xenia had begun her career as a journalist with Times of India. I'm right, Xenia?
I was briefly with the Statesman for a couple of months, but I started off as a film journalist with the Times of India.
And then she moved into film industry just last year or earlier.
No, this is my first film, so this is my debut year. I debuted this year as a screenplay writer,
Okay.
and I've been film journalist for 14 years with the Times of India.
Exactly. And along with films, feature films, short films, you are also working for teleserials.
I am directing a non-fiction cookery show for Star Jalsha. This is my first directorial.
All right. It's called Rana Banna.
You're right.
So that is how we can sum up her service to the media sector. After 14 years of service in the Times of India, where she worked as an entertainment journalist, Xenia Sen forayed into Bengali cinema this year. Her first film as a screenplay writer is Brahma Janen Gopon Kommoti, which is a runaway hit and has been lauded for its content. So now you know why we have included this in our webinar with the theme Content is King. Brahma Janen Gopon Kommoti is the first film in Bengal that not only deals with a woman priest, but also shatters the taboos surrounding menstrual cycle. Xenia has also written 3 short films, Hing, Apple Tree, and Bonobash, during this lockdown period, Bonobash particularly, that were widely appreciated. Zinnia is currently directing a daily non-fiction Rana Banna for a popular Bengali channel that is Star Jalsa, isn't it, Zinnia? Star Jalsa it is.
Right.
So now, Zinnia, it's over to you. If you could just want us to know anything in particular that I missed out, could you please remind me?
No. You did not miss out on anything. So
So
can I start?
please,
Mhm.
please.
So yeah, first, thank you so much, NSHM Knowledge Campus, and also Shomali, for inviting me to this webinar. It also gives me an opportunity to talk at length without a mask. So about my film Brahmajan and Gopon Kammoti, I would like to share today how it all happened, and it's an interesting story, I think, which I have not shared before. So I think the heaven was conspiring, for me to write this story, to put it in a very filmy way. In till 2019, I was in a perfect job. I was the assistant editor of a supplement of a daily newspaper, and I was also in a very comfortable space because I was working there for 14 years. But inside me, there was something, I wanted to break free and I wanted to do something different. So that urge to do something different was already there. So Audithro, who directed this film, happens to be a very good friend of mine. So every time we would meet over the past couple of years, we would discuss a lot of stories. And I told him very sketchily about a girl, about a rapper, who on the day that she's menstruating and she runs and runs to the stage and gives a performance, and it's very patchy and a very sketchy idea that I had in my mind, that I told him that I wanted to develop. So and I never imagined that finally I would be writing a story someday. Because I was so busy writing so many copies every day as a journalist. So I did not know that finally that would happen. But we would discuss this story, and I told him that menstruation is a huge taboo in some Bengali families, and mine being one. And he told me, he kind of agreed, and he said, I have heard so many stories from my friends. Are they true? I've heard so many stories from my wife, and I kind of believe that they are true, but how true are they? Then in 2019, two things happened that made me change the story that was there. So in January 2019, Gully Boy released. Gully Boy was about a rapper, and I immensely liked that film. And I realized that if I also, write about a woman rapper, somewhere there will be some sort of a comparison. And the story was also not fully developed in my mind. And also, around that time in January 2019, I read in the newspapers, in fact, it was all across, that women camouflaging themselves, their identities, they entered Kerala's Shabarimala temple. This news was all over, and that made me think, and on a personal level, that February that year, there was Saraswati Pujo at our home. Generally I juggle two Saraswati Pujas, one at my mom's and one at my mom-in-law's. And as a teenager, I was taught that every time you're menstruating, you're supposed to own up before the puja, so that, by chance, if you are, you're not supposed to take part in any kind of puja. So this time, I was, and I had to tell my mother and also my mom-in-law that this is the scene and what am I supposed to do? And both turned down. Both said, no, you can't take part in the pujo. And I saw in front of my eyes my mother-in-law, who's 80 plus, she did everything on her own. And I was just sitting tight and, thinking, what is so wrong? Why can't I take part in puja? And that very night, I called up Orithro and I said that I think I have a story to tell. And Orithro told me, yes, why don't you write about a woman priest? So that's how, all the dots I could connect, As a woman, I, in my house, there's Nitya Pujo. So I wake up to the sound of the conch shells every morning and the priest coming. I'm very used to all of that. I've seen that. Even as a child, I've seen that. I've taken part in puja. Then my mother is very spiritual. And I could relate to it immensely. And I realized that if as a woman, a regular common girl, I am not allowed to take part in puja, what about the women who are priests? Who want to be priests? What about them? So that's when Orithro told me about this lady called Nandini Bhomik, who is also, who teaches Sanskrit at Jadavpur University. And we both decided that it was time we go and meet her. So we went to her house. And among the first questions that I asked her was, ma'am, you are a priest, right? So how do you do your puja days that you are menstruating? And she smiled at me and she said, do you think it's a taboo? Do you think, why do you think women cannot do puja just because they are menstruating? And, I had no answer. And she kept on telling me how it did not matter at all. And it's time that we as women raise these questions to the larger section of the society, that why was it like this? And why can't we change it? So that 1 hour conversation that I had with her, I turned it into a 2-hour, 10-minute film called Brahmajan and Gopal Kamuti. So that's how the process started. She also told me that women who are financially independent are still seen as commodities, who are given away in marriage. And so so there is Konnadan still. And she has done away with this ritual. And she, every time, she is, giving at a marriage ceremony, she follows all other rituals, but she doesn't follow this particular ritual that she is dead against. She told me that why should women be given away at all, and particularly in today's time, and when they are so financially independent, and they are also the bread earners of every family. So that interaction which I had with her, it really opened up, newer avenues for me. And now the bigger challenge was to, write the story down. I already had the story in my mind. In 2 days' time, I had already, the entire story was there in my mind, and I just wanted to write it down. So the next big problem was getting leaves in a newspaper office. It is very difficult. So all my life I would work without taking many leaves, and my editors were very supportive, and they would often ask me that, how do you go on? You never take leaves. And there I was, asking for a good 8-day leave from my editor, and she agreed. And I was off to Mumbai to write the story. And I gave myself 7 days, and I gave my team 7 days. Orithro was there, and the Payon who assists Orithro was there, and they wished me luck, and I went to Bombay, and where my brother lives. And there was a whole house to myself because my brother worked 12 hours every day. And my brother bought me pen and paper, and he also gave me a dustbin, and he said, I have seen, all these people, writers, they write, they write and write and write, and if they don't like
Sonia?
it,
Sorry to interrupt. I just thought I could share the image. This is the lady you were talking about.
Yes, this is Nandini Di.
She's also performing a marriage, we can see.
Absolutely.
And maybe for non-Bengalis, we would just brief what Kanyadan is. I'm not aware if the custom is there in other forms of marriages also, but in Bengali Hindu marriage, in Bengali Hindu marriage, definitely we have this concept of Shamprodan, where the father actually donates his daughter to the husband's family, and probably the husband himself. So it's called Kanyadan. They're giving away. Thank you, Xenia. You may please continue. I thought there are many others who may not be aware of this.
Absolutely. So I was telling everyone that my brother bought me, pen, paper, and he also gave me a dustbin, thinking that I'll need it. Every time I discarded a piece of paper, I would need it. But very strangely, I wrote the entire screenplay in just 4 days. And that shocked everyone. I sent the mail to Orictro, to Dipayan, to my team in 4 days, and they did not know, how to react, because I don't think anyone has written that fast before. So the entire story was ready, and they read it the moment they read it, and they gave me very good feedback, and they said, this was fantastic, and we will take this forward. So that's how the screenplay was written. Then I came back from Bombay, and we presented the story to the producers, and which in this case is Windows and Shiva Prasad Mukherjee and Nandita Roy. And the first time, we narrated. Not audible. Shumale can't hear.
Would you please elaborate why you went to Windows, why Shiva Prasad Nandita? Would you like to reveal the connection?
It's family to me. Windows is family. That is where I would, spend my evenings after, a day at work. That is where I found Orictro. That is where I found Dipayan. That is where Shiva Prasad Mukherjee works. I am married to him. So, and Nandita Di is also family to me. So, the first time I wrote this story, I felt the desire to tell them the story. And they were very kind enough to give me a hearing, and they heard me out. And, I felt that they somewhere they could connect to this story. And they also give their own suggestions and own changes, which happens every time someone gives us a screenplay and there's a narration. So Shibu, in fact, suggested one big change, where, to make it a little, spicier, how, a bunch of people, a dozen people come looking for a woman priest at her in-laws' place. So that's a change which we took, and that is there in the film also. So after that, we needed someone to write the dialogues, and my first obvious choice was Shamraghi Bandyopadhyay. She had written fantastic dialogues and also the screenplay of Mukherjee Dar Beau. And the first time, again, I spoke to her, and she immediately said yes to the screenplay. So that kind of gave me a lot of, that was a huge, big encouragement when your own team, believes in your story and they want to, take this forward. So that is what happened in this case, after which we went to the casting level. I will come back to the script a bit after I share the casting details. So we wanted Ritabhori Chakraborty, and I had seen her in a serial called Ogobothu Shundori, which among the last serials that I watched on television. So after which, because of a very busy career, I missed out on most serials. So I remembered Ritabhori from that serial. Somebody has something. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Zinia, you're audible. Yeah.
So, Rita Puri again, she's very choosy about her roles and, the kind of films that she wants to do. She may be a very young girl, but she is extremely opinionated when it comes to cinema. So when I narrated the story to her, she immediately said yes. The next thing was I had seen this film Kabir Singh and I was thoroughly impressed by Soham's performance in that film and I wanted Soham. And Shibu told me that Soham had curiously got in touch with him after that film and they were in touch. So when Soham came down 2 windows and I told him about the story, he said he'll get back to me. And he went home and he narrated the story to his mother. And he told me that the reaction that he gauged from his parents was so encouraging that he had to say yes to the film. So that's how, and we got the rest of the cast together, Shomadi and Manushidi and Ambarish and Shahib and everyone and everybody was very encouraging. So we could roll the film from November that year. And that's how we started filming Brahmajan and Gopun Kammoti. So about the story, there are a few things which I found, very exceptional in case of Bengali films. One scene which I would like to share with everyone is where Rita Puri's character Shoburi comes to her in-laws' place and what she faces there. So Shomali, if we could just see this scene.
Sure. So which scene in particular you're talking about? Rita Puri coming to the in-laws' place.
Household. Yeah.
Sure. Please let me know if the video is audible. If it is not, please point out.
Right.
Audible?
Yes, audible.
Okay. Visible and audible both? Visible and audible both?
Not visible.
Okay. Now?
Yes, visible.
Audible? Audible. Thank you.
দাঁড়াও, শুনলাম তোমার নাকি কন্যাদান হয়নি।
আসলে আমাদের বাড়িতে আমরা
তোমার বাড়ি নিয়ে আমার বিন্দুমাত্র মাথা ব্যথা নেই, বরং কন্যাদান হয়নি বলে আমার বাড়িতেই তোমাকে তোলা উচিত।
Yeah. Some problem with the
Screen, you can play it once more.
কারণ বিবাহই সম্পন্ন হয়নি। কিন্তু সমাজে তো আমার একটা মান সম্মান আছে, তাই কোন রকম সিনারি ক্রিয়েটক আমি চাই না। গুরুদাসী, হ্যাঁ বৌদি গো, এর একটা প্রতিকারের ব্যবস্থা করো।
হ্যাঁ, এই তো এই আগামী মঙ্গলবারে।
আর একটা কথা, আজ থেকে এবারই সব নিয়মই তোমার নিয়ম।
Is it okay now, Zinia? Audible and visible properly? Hello, Zinia, are you there? Audible and visible properly?
Yes.
Okay.
কথাটা মনে রেখো। এসো,
এদিকে এসো, এসো।
আসছি। কি সুন্দর বাড়িটা।
প্রায় 200 বছরের পুরনো। এদিকে এসো। এই দেখো, ওই যে ঘরটা দেখছো, লাল পর্দা ঝুলছে, ওটা মায়ের হাত দেখার ঘর। ও মা, তুমি জানো না, মা হাত দেখে তো। মা হাত দেখে, কুষ্টি দেখে, আর আমি মায়ের অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট। তারপরে মা ধারণের আংটিও দেয়। এই দেখো না আমার হাতের গুলো, এটা পড়লে নাকি সুন্দর হয়, তারপরে এটা পড়লে সুখী হয়, এটা পড়লে বুদ্ধি বাড়ে, আর এটা পড়লে নাকি শান্ত হয়। মা কি বলে জানো? মা বলে যে শান্ত হলেই নাকি আমার একটা দারুণ বিয়ে হবে, একটা লাল টুকটুকি বেনারসি পরবো। কিন্তু আমি তো এমনিতে শান্ত না। যাকে মা এটা তোমার সরো দিয়েছে, কি জানি শান্ত হয়েছে কিনা। হয়েছে গো।
ননদিনীর দোষী ভালো, শান্ত ভালো না,
তাই না? এদিকে এসো। এই দেখো, এই হলো আমাদের রান্নাঘর।
বা
আর এই যে দুটো আলাদা আলাদা গ্যাস দেখছো না,
এই যে আমি বলছি, আমি বলছি, বুঝিয়ে দিচ্ছি, দাঁড়াও। এই যে দুটো গ্যাস আছে না, এই যে দেখো, এখানে একটা গ্যাস, ওখানে একটা গ্যাস। এটা হলো আমিষের গ্যাস, আর ওই যে ওটা হলো নিরামিষের গ্যাস। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে। আর এখানে 3টে বটি আছে, 3টে। ওটা হলো সবজি কাটার বটি, ঠিক আছে। আর ওই যে দেখো নিচে, ওটা হলো ফল কাটার, দেখতে পাচ্ছ। আর এই যে এইটা হচ্ছে মাছ কাটার বটি, ঠিক আছে। এ বাড়িতে মাংস ঢোকে না, নিত্য পুজো হয়, প্রতিদিন সকালে পায়েস হয়। কলেজে যাওয়ার আগে পায়েস রান্না করে তারপরে যাবে, বোঝা গেছে? আর বাদ বাকি কাজ ওই যে লক্ষ্মী ও তোমাকে বুঝিয়ে দেবে, ঠিক আছে। চল। আর হ্যাঁ শোনো, এ বাড়িতে সকাল 6টার পর কেউ আর ঘুমোয় না। আমি 6:15 চান করতে যাই। তুমি বউ মানুষ, তার আগে চানটা সেরে নেবে। বাসি কাপড়ে রান্নাঘরে ঢুকবে না। যদি কোনোদিন ভুল করে বাসি জামা কাপড় না কেচে রান্নাঘরে ঢোকো, তাহলে এই সারা রান্নাঘর তোমাকে ধুতে হবে। আগে চানটা সেরে নেবে। বাসি কাপড়ে রান্নাঘরে ঢুকবে না। যদি কোনোদিন ভুল করে বাসি জামা কাপড় না কেচে রান্নাঘরে ঢোকো, তাহলে এই সারা রান্নাঘর তোমাকে ধুতে হবে, কেমন? আর শরীর খারাপের ওই কটা দিন।
শরীর খারাপ?
ওমা, তোমার শরীর খারাপ? শরীর খারাপ জানো না? ও বৌদি গো, মানে হয়টাই তো নাকি?
কি?
আরে বাবা, মাসের ওই কটা দিন। হ্যাঁ, ওই অবস্থায় যে ঠাকুর ঘরে ঢুকবে না সে তো সবাই জানে, তুমিও জানো। কিন্তু এই বাড়ির নিয়ম হচ্ছে রান্নাঘরেও ঢোকা যাবে না, ঠিক আছে?
মানে
ও বৌদি গো,
কি গো বলেছিলে? রাজ্যটক না? রাজ্যটক।
আরে তাই ছিল পোস্টেতে বৌদি গো।
সুচি অসুচি জানোনি? সব জিনিস নষ্ট হয়ে যাবে নি অমন অবস্থায় রান্নাঘরে ঢুকলি।
লক্ষ্মী একটা ক্যালেন্ডার তোমার ঘরে দিয়ে আসবে। মাসের ওই কটা দিন গোল 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 করে লাল কালির দাগ দিয়ে রাখবে, বুঝতে পেরেছো? হ্যাঁ, লক্ষ্মী বুঝিয়ে দে। চলো, সব বুঝে নাও, দেখে নাও। চলো চলো
বৌদি গো,
আজকালকার সব নেই, সব দেখি যাবে।
Zinia?
Yes, thank you, Shomali. So this is the first time this is how menstruation has come into a mainstream film, and we have again dealt with menstruation in the second half of the film, but I am not showing that because that will give away a lot of the story. So what I wanted to share is, even though all my team members were very, very supportive, some of them also said menstruation should not be shown in such a way that it grosses people out. So in fact, one of my team members also suggested that we do away with the last scene of the film. I don't know how many of you have watched the film, but there was this suggestion that do away with the last scene of the film, or it may be, a lot of people will not be able to understand it. But I have been at the theaters and I have seen people clapping ceaselessly to that last scene, and which makes me believe that content is absolutely the winner. So about this film, certain other things that I wanted to share is, as a journalist, I have been taught a few, thumb rules while writing a copy, which are the 5 W's. why, when, what, who, where. And I applied it to this film, and I realized that this is very, very relevant, and this is something which should be telling right away. So that was also on my mind, that telling a very relevant subject. And apart from menstruation, which plays a very important role and which is being brought to a mainstream film, I guess for the first time, we have also questioned gender inequality through this film. So
Zinia, when you just mentioned that as a journalist you were taught about some golden rules or the thumb rules, so let us see your journey beginning from with Times of India as an entertainment journalist. I have tried to. Yeah. Please let me know if it is audible to you and you're able to see the video also.
yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you.
শুভ সন্ধ্যা, আমি জিনিয়া। আমার সাথে আছে এই প্রজন্মের দুজন অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ এবং কম্পিটেন্ট অ্যাক্টর্স, সোহম মজুমদার, সৌরসিনী মৈত্র।
তুমি সবকিছুটা বুঝে যাও কি করে বলো তো?
হ্যাঁ, আমি তো সাইকিক।
Thank you for watching. And maybe just look into the question answer box and the chat box. We see
Yes,
a lot
yes.
of questions.
Yes.
Kevin Nisar has asked, can a script writer also be a screenplay writer? He also asks, can a short story be modified and made into a movie or a short film? Shalmali Das wants to know what one should keep in mind while choosing a name for the film.
Let's take one question at a time.
It will be in front of you also. If you just go at the bottom of the screen, you will see the Q&A box. I'm just calling it out again. Can a script writer also be a screenplay writer?
Absolutely. For that, we have to know what's the difference between a script and a screenplay. I think the screenplay is what you write, once you conceive the story, you write it in points, and what is happening at what time, daytime, night time, bhetore, obhontor, bahir, wherever, whatever is happening, we write it like that. And a script is the whole thing, when the dialogues come into the picture which is written after the screenplay, and when you combine both, you get a script. And a screenplay writer can very well write the dialogues. In my case, I have collaborated with Shamraghi. Shamraghi has written the dialogues on her own, and I have written the screenplay. So together we have written the script.
Shalmali wants to know what one should keep in mind while choosing a name for the film.
See, this is a very subjective thing. And in my case, I can tell you that I was a big fan. I still am a very big fan of Chandrabindu. And I felt that the film that we were making was in that space, which is very, very much like a Chandrabindu song, It is fun, it gives hope, it talks about the contemporary times. And I felt Brahmadan and Gopon Komoti, which is also a very favorite song of mine, that it is very relevant. So I kept that name. It was a name that I suggested, and it's a name that everybody agreed to, and it's a name that Soham was very excited about, and that's how we kept that name. So different people have different yardsticks of keeping a name. So there is no hard and fast rule that this is what you have to follow and this is what you can leave out.
Shumon Banerjee has 2 questions.
Yes.
in both fields. Probably he means print journalism and film.
Print journalism and?
He did not mention it, but he's just asking what major differences you have witnessed while working in both fields.
Major difference. When you are adhering to very, tough, deadlines. And as a journalist, 14 years I worked with a daily, and I really, literally, I had no time for myself. And every morning I would leave at 9, and there was no particular time of coming back. And I would write copies that were designated to me, or that I had to report on things that were already happening, and there was no liberty, there was no fiction element in writing for a newspaper, because all you do is you report, you talk to the sources, you talk to the authorities, you just report. But when it comes to screenplay and when it comes to films, the entire liberty is yours, and whatever is there in your mind, you just write it down. And maybe there are, drafts after drafts we write, because we keep on making corrections. But at the end of the day, there is no hard and fast rule that this is what you have to write, this is what you have to leave out, this can make your copy incorrect, or no, your research is on a very personal level. And the more you research, the more better your story gets. So it depends on you. So you are not, external forces are not involved. So you also take creative liberty. So you're also at peace with yourself when you're writing a film screenplay.
Okay, so he also has another question. When we focus on content, does print media or film production gives us more optimistic opportunity or leverage to work on? Maybe this is a question from my side also, that you have worked in print journalism, print media, and now you're working with the film industry. Content is king. Which one holds good for print journalism, for film? In these
Shumali, in print journalism, what happens is the number of breaks you can give, or how differently you can look at a story which has already happened. Like the happening is there, the event has happened, or the incident has taken place, and you are at best giving a different angle to it and looking at it with a fresh perspective, or you are reporting it, or you are using very good language, or something different you're trying to give from your competition, which are the other newspapers or other news channels. So that is how you can be different. But in a film, you can be completely different. You can just completely write a story which nobody has seen or nobody has heard of. So you get a lot of liberty. So whether people accept that story or they reject it is up to the people. It is not there in print journalism, because there are subscribers and they take newspapers and they read your copies. But in films, the audience is the final word. If they like something, they will watch it. If they do not like something, they will reject it. So rejection is also as big as acceptance.
So is this the reason that you switched gear from assistant editor in Calcutta Times? Now you are a screenplay writer?
I wanted to, tell my own stories. I felt that beyond a point, nothing was exciting me in the film industry, as a journalist. So I had already interviewed everyone. I had already spoken to a lot of people. I have friends, I cannot, I did not feel like writing anything negative on them, which is where I was feeling that, I was also not doing justice to myself. So if I had a story and it was about a friend, I was always in two minds. That was happening to me, and I felt that this was a time that I should, seriously think about moving out and, telling my own stories. So that's when I took the jump, and thankfully it has been a great journey. And I got a lot of acceptance, and we are working on our second film. So, I feel grateful.
Many of us present here do not know that you have a pseudonym, Rani. May I call it a pseudonym? Chobdonam, whatever.
It is. I used it to hide my identity because I used to work with a daily newspaper, and Kolkata office was just it's a bureau. It's an important office, but all the all the levels of permissions would be taken from multiple offices, and I just did not want to get into that. There was a story inside me which was bubbling for quite some time, and I just had to write it. So I could not think of anything, and I started writing with the name of Rani, which is what my mom calls me. So if you see the first copy of the screenplay, the first announcement that we had, it had Rani written on it. And
so it is your pet name. Your
it is my
pet Rani.
So finally, after quitting, and I was just in the nick of time, I could claim my work and say this is my work, and because by then I had quit journalism.
Okay, so Ritvik Bhaduri, he has a question.
Yes.
Can a screenplay writer become a director of the movie?
Yes, very much. We have some, fantastic examples of screenplay writers directing films. Srijit Mukherjee writes his own screenplays. Then Nandita Rai writes her screenplay, where Shibu writes the dialogues. Then Kaushik Ganguly writes his screenplays. Then all these directors, they are doing fantastic work, and they write their screenplays. They do their research. Some of them write their own dialogues, like Srijit writes the dialogues, Shibu writes the dialogues, and it is very much possible. This is what happens.
And this is probably the most ideal thing, when the director is himself composing how it should go.
Seriously, must be.
Oishiki Bandopadhyay wants to know, how do you link in the career that demands as a journalist and screenplay writer? Probably she feels that you are still working as a journalist. I couldn't make out more from the question. She has written, how do you link in the career demands as a journalist and screenplay writer?
No, I really don't think there's any link, because I have all my friends working in the newspaper still, and they do not have the aspiration to turn into a screenplay writer. And I had that aspiration. I wanted to tell my story. So I took that leap, and I saw, if this works or not. And I have come to believe that actually content works. And no matter what, if you give good content, it will get accepted. So there is no link as such.
So content is king, content is Rani, content is queen.
Absolutely.
So Imon Khan wants to know, what are the main points one should keep in mind while writing a good and smooth screenplay?
Many things, actually. You have to do your research, and you have to, break it down into points, which is the technical side of writing a screenplay. The first time I wrote my story, and the first half had become very long, and I had some 50 points, and the reading time was 50 minutes. And 50 minutes of reading time means 1.5 hours of first half itself is 1.5 hours. So this is a very technical question. You have to remember not to write more than 45 events, in the first half, and again 40 events in the second half. And, you have to do your research very, very well. so that you can tell your story at one go and not get stuck anywhere. So I think if you follow all these and if you have a solid story in your mind, writing is not a problem at all.
Solanki Ghosh is asking, what are the things we should keep in mind while doing screenplay?
While
doing screenplay.
Again, the same thing. I think the screenplay depends on the story that you have. So I would suggest that go for a story that nobody has heard of or nobody has seen so far. And it could be a winner. And if you have that story which you feel that has not been told before, and you can just go ahead and write it. And writing bit is just, it's like writing a copy that you write for exams, but you have to know the answer. So knowing the answer is the most important thing. Then you can just write it down and break it in points and write, what is happening during the day. Where do you see the scene? Is it inside somebody? Is it outside? What dialogues will be said in that scene? That comes much later. What you need to have at the beginning is a very good story.
There's a question from Momita Dedas. What are your future projects? Even I would like to know that. What are your future projects?
See, I am directing non-fiction, as I said, which is very demanding. I have my second film already written. So I have written the screenplay. And we are going to narrate this to the producers on the 22nd of this month, which is day after tomorrow. So you can actually wish me luck. And I am really sorry that I cannot talk about the story right now. But I'm sure, again, when you invite me sometime, I'll be able to share that story with you all. And the second film is already ready. I am working on a web series, and I absolutely do not have enough time. Also, I was telling Shomali the other day that I really these days I do not have any time because I'm only writing and writing, or I'm on the floor, directing the nonfiction. That takes 7 days a month, and the rest 3 weeks I'm only writing.
So could we at least know the name of the web series?
I can't tell you.
Okay, so that's a secret. All right. Okay, so we have another question from Sanjukta Chatterjee.
My second film is also about women. So it's something which we all can relate to. So so that much I can tell you. And it's supposed to release on Women's Day next year.
So do you mind if I say that you are more feminist, pro-feminist? Right. I personally do not like this word. I would rather say womanist or humanist, but people do not understand what a humanist is. So they always coin the term feminist.
No. I am someone who believes in equality. So if equality is thought to be as feminism, then it is feminism. But I do not have a revolutionary mind. I just have some thoughts which I want to, put forward. I don't think I have a feminist streak in me, but I definitely believe in equality. I think men and women are equal.
Wonderful. So since you said you believe in equality, if we go by the famous proverb that behind every successful man, there's a woman. So if it has got an equal other proverb, behind every successful woman, is there a man? Would you like to mention anything?
In my case, again, it's very subjective. In my case, definitely, I wouldn't have passed school without my brother, who was my sole tutor during school.
Your elder brother? Elder brother?
Of course. And then I became a journalist as I saw my father, who worked all his life with the Statesman. And so I saw him, and seeing him was an inspiration. And then when I got married to Shibu, and, I saw him work very closely, and I saw, how he's always thinking about stories and scripts, and maybe subconsciously it also had an impact on me. So I wouldn't deny that some men have had an impact on my life.
Wonderful. See, we have a similar question from Sanchukta Chatterjee while you were talking about the film Brahma Janen Gopon Kommoti. She has got a related question. How challenging has it been to break through all the conventional norms of script writing in case of Brahma Janen Gopon Kommoti?
It was very challenging to begin with because because I was making a film with a lot of men. The director is a male, and the assistant director is a male, the producer is a male, the editor is a male, the music director is a male, and to convince all of them that this is what happens in a lot of Bengali families was in fact very difficult. And as I said, while talking about the screenplay, that some of them said that it should not gross the audience out, and menstruation should not be the be all and end all of this film, and there has to be a solid storyline, because otherwise people will just run away. And also someone told me from my team, and who's a very dear friend of mine, that just do away with the last scene, and I stuck to my conviction and I did not do that.
All right. Now we have a question. You already mentioned about casting Rita Puri, but this person wants to ask in particular, why Rita Puri?
I think this film says a lot of hard truth. There's a lot of facts, which may, which is not conventional. So I wanted a very sweet face, who could just say whatever, we had to say, and become our mouthpiece, and without offending people. So Rita Puri has this very innocent face, and she also speaks very innocently. And but she conveyed beautifully what all we wanted her to convey. So that's why we chose her.
Okay. Akansha Shukla, a very interesting question. Do you ever plan to act yourself?
No, never ever. I don't have that in me at all. Do I look like an actor to you?
It all depends on the director. It doesn't depend on our looks, isn't it? If it's a good director like Nandita Di Shiva Prasad, definitely.
No, acting is not my cup of tea at all.
So
I'd rather
we have a question. We have a question from Joya Mukherjee. How do you differentiate between art film and commercial film?
A film is a film. I don't differentiate at all. I do not like calling any film an art film and any film a commercial film, because ultimately, any film that earns money or is aimed at earning money is a commercial film, because that involves commerce. So if any film, I think, is meant only for the festivals or has another, pattern of revenue earning, which I wouldn't know. People may call it an art film, or they may not care about the commerce and just go ahead and make the film. But I do not see any difference between the two, because every film is a commercial film. If
Joy Mukherjee has another question. What do you think about the future of a scriptwriter in Bengal?
I think the future is very bright, because there was a point in time when we were just making a lot of remakes, because we did not have scriptwriters in Bengal. But nowadays, a lot of people have come into the picture. Rudra Neel wrote a film like Vinchida, and he's writing scripts. And Shamraghi wrote Mukherjee Darbo. And there's a lot of fresh blood which has come in. And I think, the future is definitely looking up.
All right. So for all my students and other aspiring screenplay writers who feel that Bengal economy is not doing that well, but as long as it comes to screenplay, you say that it's the picture is not at all blur. It's a rosy picture, or rather quite bright. Okay. So moving on to other questions, but I see the time is almost 3:45. I would request the attendees to give us a minute or so. Zinnia, you were already in a discussion when I had actually paused you. There was an abrupt interruption in the discussion that you were doing. So Do you want to discuss anything in particular before I keep on going on with the questions?
No, I think we should go on with the questions. Just one thing I wanted to point out is how we, spoke about, gender equality through this film, where the film begins on a very sweet note where a child is asking, is just emoting her father in the prayer room. She wants to become like her father, but there is one thing which she lacks, and which is a sacred thread which the father wears. So she asked the father that, how can I become like you if I don't have it? And the father says, to become a priest, do you think all you need is sacred thread? So that is how the film begins. So, and we have dealt with gender equality through and through. So whoever watches that film will be able to see that.
In this connection, maybe this scene would be very meaningful, where the father is telling her that the sacred thread alone is not enough. But then we have another set of people who think the other way. So if you permit, then I could show that scene. Maybe that would be relevant in this connection. Because there are various types of people in the society. One, like the father, who had tried to explain his daughter that it's not merely the sacred thread that makes you a priest, and that gave her confidence. But then see, there are so many people who are eager to shatter our confidence. Please let me know if it is audible and visible. Is it audible and visible?
Yeah, visible.
Okay, and audible also?
Yes.
Okay.
চলবে না। এই বাতাসিপুরের জাগ্রত শ্যাম মন্দিরের পাশে আপনাদের বাড়ি, আপনাদের আমরা সম্মান করি, তা বলে আপনাদের বৌমা এভাবে অনাচার করে বেড়াবে আর আমরা মেনে নেব, সেটা হতে পারে না।
কি কি করেছে কি সবরি?
আরে থিয়েটারের নাম করে বেরিয়ে পৌরোহিত্যের ব্যবসা করতো, সে খবর আমাদের আগে থেকেই জানা ছিল।
আর গত পরশুদিন রাতে যে মেয়েটাকে বিয়ে দিয়েছিল, আরে তাকে তো খুঁজেই পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না।
কি হবে সেটা বলুন 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 বলুন।
অখিলেশ বাবুর মেয়ে সুমি।
হ্যাঁ,
পৌরোহিত্য একটা নিষ্ঠার কাজ। শরীরে মনে পবিত্র হয়ে তবে ঈশ্বরের সঙ্গে সংযোগ স্থাপন করা যায়। মাফ করবেন এতজন মহিলার সামনে আমাকে এই কথা বলতে হচ্ছে বলে, কিন্তু নারী দেহ কোনোদিনই সূচি নয়, আর তাই পৌরোহিত্যে নারীর কোনো অধিকার নেই।
মিথ্যে কথা, মিথ্যে কথা। কোনো শাস্ত্রে লেখা নেই এমন।
শাস্ত্র? তুমি শাস্ত্রও জানো বুঝি? ভুল মন্ত্রে মেয়েটার আজ এই দশা। বাতাসিপুরে থেকে কোন রকম ভণ্ডামি তোমাকে করতে দেওয়া হবে না। প্রয়োজনে চুলের মুঠি ধরে গ্রাম ছাড়া।
ঠাকুরমশাই তুমি চুপ করো।
আমি শাস্ত্র পড়েছি ঠাকুরমশাই, আর পড়েছি বলেই আমি জানি শাস্ত্র শুধু পুরোহিত দর্পণ নয়। শাস্ত্র মানে বেদ, শাস্ত্র মানে উপনিষদ। আমি ছোট্টবেলা থেকেই জানি শব্দই হলো ব্রহ্ম, আত্মা অবিনশ্বর, এবং সবকিছু শেষে গিয়ে ব্রহ্মে মেশে। আমি সংস্কৃত পড়েছি, ভুলে যাবেন না যে আমি সংস্কৃতের অধ্যাপিকা। তাই কোন হাতে বিল্লপত্র ধরতে হয় যেমন জানি, ঠিক তেমনভাবে আমি জানি গীতার শ্লোকের প্রত্যেকটা কথার ব্যাখ্যা, প্রত্যেকটা মন্ত্রের অর্থ। পুরুষতন্ত্র এবং কুসংস্কার থেকে পৌরোহিত্যকে মুক্ত করাই হচ্ছে আমার কাজ।
কলেজে পড়ানো আর পৌরোহিত্য কিন্তু এক জিনিস নয়।
মাসের ওই 5 দিন ব্যবসায় কি কোনো সাগরেদ আছে? মানে নিত্য পুজো হয় কিভাবে ঠাকুর মশাই?
আরে পুরো ব্যাপারটা যখন জ্ঞানের তালে একটা পরীক্ষা হয়ে যাক, কি সবরই আদৌ কিছু জানে কিনা সেটা প্রমাণ হয়ে যাবে। পরের মঙ্গলবার তাহলে আপনার সাথে একটা তর্জা হয়ে যাক।
কি বলছে কি বলছে
ঠাকুর মশাই আপনাকে বলছি,
কোনো মেয়ে ছেলের সঙ্গে তর্জায় আমি রাজি হতাম না বিক্রম, কিন্তু এই অপমানটারও তো একটা যোগ্য জবাব দিতে হবে। না হলে তোমাদের বাড়ির নিত্য পুজো না হয়, এরপর থেকে কোনো মেয়ে ছেলে দিয়ে করিয়ে নিও। সূচি অসুচির প্রশ্ন যখন আপনাদের নেই, তখন
কথা তো হয়েই গেল ঠাকুর মশাই।
দাদা আমি একটা কথা বলি।
হ্যাঁ বলো।
কথাটা যখন আমাকে নিয়েই হচ্ছে তখন আমারও একটা কথা স্পষ্ট করে বলে দেওয়া দরকার। দরজা হবে।
কি বলছি?
আর সেই দরজায় যদি আমি হেরে যাই আমি আর কোনোদিনও পৌরোহিত্য করব না। কিন্তু ঠাকুরমশাই আপনি যদি হেরে যান তাহলে শুধু নিত্য পুজো নয়, বাতাসীপুরের শ্যাম সুন্দরের মন্দিরের পুজোও করব আমি।
আরে কি বলছেন, কি বলছেন, মাথা খারাপ হয়ে গেছে?
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show the video clipping to our attendees and participants.
Thank you.
So particularly this scene, it showed that if you have courage and confidence to look into the eyes of the opponent, definitely that is enough to defeat. Because she had the content in her. She knew more Sanskrit than the priest and she was confident about it. This is yet another proof that content is really king. It helps you win over. You have to have the knowledge in yourself. Otherwise, whether you have the sacred thread or not, they are not so important.
Absolutely.
So we have another question from Shoma Dev, and I believe Shoma Dev has joined us from Bangladesh, from Rajshahi.
Wow.
Which is the most important thing to be kept in mind while writing the screenplay for a new screenplay writer or a film studies student? Most important thing that should be kept in mind while writing the screenplay by or for a new screenplay writer or a film studies student.
I will tell you what I was told. So if I could sum up my film in one line, I think I had the story. So I think anyone who wants to write it, wants to write something and has a story in mind, the first thing is if that entire thing can be summarized and be said in one sentence. So Gombhadanan Gopon Komoti is about a woman priest who fights the society and wins. So if you have a story and you can, you know the entirety of it. So I think that is the most important part, that you know it clearly what you're going to write. Anything else? Shomali, anything else?
Zinia, we were supposed to have a session for 1 hour, but because of the overwhelming enthusiasm from all our attendees, it's almost 4 p.m. So I would now request you to end the session with a few remarks, and I would request our professors to have a small interaction with you if you don't mind.
No, absolutely. So the thing is that I am very thankful, this is my first film, and, even the day, the theaters were, screenings were suspended because of coronavirus, and London was house full, and people from London called our producers to say that what to do under these circumstances, and we are like, we have to follow the official mandates. And that's what I feel. The film ran for 12 days to houseful shows, not just in Bengal, all across, not just in Kolkata, but all across. And I've been to a few places, and outside Kolkata, and I saw the love people gave this film, and I'm really very grateful. So what I want to say is, like, to young film enthusiasts and maybe who will become screenplay writers someday, that try to think of something out of the box, try to tell your own story, try to do the research so well that there are no gaps in that story, and you play devil's advocate and you ask yourself that what if this scene is like this, then this could be the reaction. So you always, sit down with the script for many, many times, and you try to make the corrections till the shooting time, and stop just a week before the shoot, and you make corrections, and you narrate it to as many people as possible, and you share with them, and you take the suggestions for the betterment of the screen. And I think you can have a winning content at hand.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. We have among the panelists, we have Professor Debanjan Banerjee, our director, Professor Dr. Mohammad Firoz. We have
Hi.
Professor Suman Bandyopadhyay, and we have Professor Sharad Seth. So I would request any one of them to turn on their videos and interact with you if they want to. I would request Professor Sharad Seth to deliver the vote of thanks. Sharad sir, if you could turn on your video, please. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. And before thanking to Jeannie, I would like to thank you once again for giving all of us this great opportunity to part of this excellent session with Genia. Since last 4 webinars, we have discussed content is the king. And in terms of film, obviously the content, the script, the screenplay, that is the major part. And today Genia has explained all the minute details of the script and in screenplay and what is the value of content, especially if we want to make something unique, which is something different, then content is the most important thing. Thank you, Genia, for this session, and I hope all the attendees which have today joined this session, now they shouldn't be having any doubt if they want to make their career in filmmaking. Like many ask a question that for new screenwriters, new script writers, what they should do. So from now onwards, they should be very clear that how to approach for becoming a filmmaker or a script writer.
Yeah,
and
in this connection, I suddenly,
Yes.
this came to my mind. Zinia, you have any advice for the students? How can they go about, let's say if they want to do some internship over there, which are the houses, production houses that they could approach?
All the major production houses, they take interns. So you just have to approach as an institution that is what you want, and you want to send the students over. And in which category, because filmmaking is a very wide thing. So, they can start off as observers on the film sets, or some of them like, to be involved in post-production, editing, and there are just too many, things involved in filmmaking. So you have to get them enrolled in things that matter to them, and first know that what they want to do.
So initially they should join in as an observer, and then automatically they'll have a better idea that which area.
Yeah, they should know what they want to do, because some people may have interest in editing, some people may want to write, some people may want to see, how things is in progress. So there are different things.
So we see our director, Professor Mohammad Firoz, he has turned on his video. I assume he would want to say something to you.
Yeah, no, I have been very, I wish Genia could have continued, and I have, and we
could hear her longer.
आप बोलती रहती, हम सुनते रहते, और बहुत कुछ आपने हमसे शेयर किया. So many things. Your session, your interaction with the students and with all of us was so insightful. So many, major takeaways from your deliberations and interactions. So thank you very, very much for coming to NSHM School of Media and Communication webinar.
We would want you to come to our campus also,
yes,
not only
yes.
the webinar.
ये हमारा रिश्ता जो है अभी शुरू हुआ है, and we should take this relationship ahead. At the School of Media and Communication, we have a very we have a very good studio. We also have a community radio. We have a very good studio floor. We have very good equipment and everything. तो कभी भी अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप हमारे साथ आके काम करना चाहती हैं, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we will really provide you whatever we have, and we'll try to go
Whatever
beyond
we
that.
have, yeah, whatever little we have, we will provide you. And
You can choose from among our students. Many of them are very bright, and they would work for you. It will be an excellent opportunity for them.
and our students who are aspiring filmmakers, they are very good. They are truly good, and they would love to work with you. They would love to associate with you. So let's take this relationship, let's take this collaboration, let's take this partnership ahead, and let's look forward to do something together, something good, something meaningful.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
so much, sir.
Shumali.
Yes, Devanshu
Yes.
sir wants to say something.
Yes.
Wonderful, sir. Yeah, please.
Jinia ma'am, thank you so much for this wonderful session. Really, this is enlightening, and this will definitely enhance at least the theoretical skill of our students at this point of time. So we are looking forward for our classes with you, because we have both journalism classes as well as film classes. I have only one question to you. Just a vote of thanks is over, but still I'm asking. I'm very curious because many of our students would like to be a documentary filmmaker. So if you please share your thoughts in the future course of time and take a session, a workshop, which exactly Shumali will coordinate with you, and in that case that will be very beneficial for our students. That maximum of our students are making documentary films, and nowadays there's a very new trend, and there are many talented students. Some students already won some awards in different competitions in documentary filmmaking, but they need some more guidance. So we would like to see you at our campus to take some workshop on documentary filmmaking.
Workshop, training programs, short time, because short films, you know,
Yes,
they are the
absolutely.
buzzword these days.
Sure.
So I will get in touch with her and find out her convenience, and then we can.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this session. Wonderful.
Thank you, Zinia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
all the attendees for being there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.